Yes, Sashrikal students, let's discuss distillation process. This process is used to separate two miscible liquids. Miscible liquids means liquids which homogeneously get mixed together. You cannot really separate them. This is a great process. The system is the apparatus is shown as you can see. We want to separate two miscible liquids here. One of them is water and the other one is acetone. Now, regarding the apparatus, everything is clear. This is a flask. It contains a mixture of acetone and water. This is thermometer. We want to note down the temperature inside by giving more and more heat, increasing internal energy. This is clamp, distillation flask, and then whatever vapor comes first, this vapor will travel through here, and here we are supplying cold water. Why we are supplying cold water? Now, whatever heat the vapor have absorbed here, right? As a result, they get converted from liquid phase to gaseous phase. That heat is absorbed by the circulating water so that the gaseous vapor again gets converted to liquid phase, and that liquid is collected in this, in this beaker. Well, it's written here acetone. Let's see how the whole process goes on. So this is really interesting. So we want to separate two miscible liquids. All right. Students, remember, distillation process is only used if the liquids have difference of boiling points that is more than 25 Kelvin. Remember that, or more than 25 centigrade. The difference of their boiling point. I'm going to say, let's say one has a boiling point of, let's say, 50 Kelvin, let's say, uh, or you can say 50 centigrade. And the other one has a boiling point of, let's say, 78 degrees centigrade. So yes, they can be they can be separated by this process. But in case the other one has a boiling point of 60 degrees centigrade and they cannot be separated by this technique, then you have to go for fractional distillation that we'll be discussing in the next video. So because the difference in the boiling point here is only 10 degrees centigrade, right? Now, if you see the boiling point of acetone, students, it is 56 degrees centigrade. All right. And obviously, under NTP, normal temperature and pressure, that is 1 atmospheric pressure, the water has a boiling point. Everybody knows it's 100 degrees centigrade. All right. Now, here is a catch, difference in boiling point. In case your mixture has two components which are having same boiling point, you cannot use distillation. Why? You'll understand. Very interesting. So in this case, our acetone and water have different boiling point, and their difference in boiling point is also more than 25 Kelvin. So here the difference will be, approximately 64. I'm sorry, it's 44 Kelvin. So that is more than 25 Kelvin. Okay. So guys, now you start giving heat. When you start giving heat, what will happen? The temperature will rise to, let's say, the normal temperature of the room is, let's say, 15 degrees centigrade, right? When you give heat, it will become 25, then 30, then 35, 40, 50. All right. Now, interesting thing happens. The moment this thermometer tells us the temperature is 56 degrees centigrade, something interesting happens. 56 degrees centigrade is the boiling point of acetone, one component of this mixture. Now, what will happen? The water is silent, water is not boiling, water is in a mood to absorb more and more energy so that it will boil at 100 degrees centigrade. Its internal energy is constantly increasing, but the acetone has reached the saturation point, means the 56 degrees centigrade is the boiling point of acetone. So acetone, component in this mixture of two miscible liquids will start boiling first. These dots are possibly showing the, boiling characteristics of acetone, right? I'll write here. So what will happen? When acetone first starts boiling, its vapor would be collected here, acetone vapor, you know, what is boiling? So, uh, boiling is a point, is an isothermal process, constant temperature process, where the one liquid phase gets converted to gaseous phase. So entire acetone is getting converted into, into gaseous phase. So this vapor will travel from here. This vapor obviously have absorbed energy equal to latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization, whatever is the latent heat of vaporization of acetone, that liquid particles will absorb that heat, convert into vapor, and when they reach here, student, the circulating cold water, their temperature will be decreased from 56. So, obviously at 56, they will release heat. What heat? Latent heat of vaporization. Whatever they have absorbed, students, they will release now. When they will release heat, again, I'm sorry to say, the temperature will be same, 56 only. Unless they give all the heat, the vapor would again become liquid. And the acetone liquid can easily be collected in this beaker. Oh, is really superb. Now, students, as the acetone, complete entire acetone is collected in this, still the water is left behind and water is still in the liquid phase. All right. And then you can switch off this experiment because, you don't want water to become vapor because water is there, it's already separated. Thank you very much. Do subscribe our channel, Learn CBSE, for the more interesting videos. Thank you very much.